The hunt for retail sports card products seems to be over. Is it just for collectors now, or can investors, sports card investors, get in on this action? Let's kind of dig into this a little bit.
Working overtime on the premiere of Fleer Ultra NBA basketball cards with tons of white-hot action, marbleized borders, 3D graphics.
Hello to all my sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. It is another day, another card video. My New Orleans Saints season basically on the line, facing the Bucks tonight. If they lose tonight, I think we're definitely done. At 4-8, we're kind of hanging on by a thread because the NFC South is just that bad. So I'm excited about the game tonight. Hopefully we can pull out a win, fingers crossed. And then we've also got Raleigh Card Show coming up. I think that Ryan Breakout Cards is going to be at this show, so I'm looking forward to hopefully running into him there. I will be there at least on Saturday. Hey, if you're new here and you're looking for really daily, almost daily sports card collectibles content, or you know what, you've been here a while but you haven't fully committed yet, guys, join the team. We need you. Hit that subscribe button down below so you're notified every time new videos come out. Also connect with me on IG at Sports Card Dad, and I'm also on Twitter, the Sports Card Dad. All right, I saw a picture on Twitter from AAN Collect. He posted a picture, and I don't know if it was his picture of kind of his local retail store, his local Walmart or whatever, or if it was just kind of recycled picture on the internet. But basically it was shelves filled with retail sports card product. Everything that you could think of under the sun. And I have to admit, even my local Walmarts and Targets, they definitely do have more product. They weren't quite as stocked as this picture, but you still do see quite a bit of new product that's out there. And the retail flip thing has died down, at least from what I can see. Maybe people are having some success with it, but it does seem like retail has kind of fallen off the wagon as compared to what we saw in 2019, 2020, etc. And I think a lot of this, of course, we've talked about it as far as print runs go. The companies kind of trying to meet the demand that was there in 2020, but the product wasn't there. They've now printed more of it, so now it is more available. But part of the issue, and we talk about this on the hobby box side, is you're not getting the value out of the hobby box. You buy a $1,000 hobby box, whatever, and maybe you get $100, $200 worth of cards. Maybe you're super lucky and you do get the big hit, but those are few and far between for the most part. A lot of times hobby boxes are just kind of a fun rip, but a losing proposition as far as value goes. And that's not really a new thing. That's been around. That's part of the reason why breaks have gotten so popular. It's because you're buying into break spots. So you're not buying the $1,000 box. You can buy into a break spot for $100 and try to get what you're looking for. But now, even on the retail side, the suggested retail price has moved up on a lot of products where it used to be $20, $25 for a blaster box, and now it's $30, $35, $40. I've got an example of this on the non-sports side. Stranger Things cards.
All this time we've been building it.
Did kind of a pre-release. I shouldn't call it a pre-release. It's kind of an appetizer for the season 4 cards. These are season 4 cards, but it's not the full set. It's not the full boxes that are coming out. It's just kind of like a teaser, appetizer, blaster box that they were selling on the Netflix site. And I ordered 10 boxes of it at $50 per box. And I can see now, even though I haven't gotten my stuff yet, I think it comes out sometime in December. I'll get it. But there's people that have already got it on the secondary market, but I don't see it moving at all. And I think you can still get it on the website. So I don't really know what the thought process is for people trying to flip it at $100 a box or something. I don't really get it. Maybe they assume that eventually it'll sell out on the website and then people will come onto eBay and then they have to pay the price. And maybe that does happen. One thing that I like is they gave us the print run on the site. So it's 11,111 boxes were made. They give us the amount of cards and so forth in the boxes. So you can get an idea of total print run. There's about 325,000 cards in total that were printed for that particular product. So I like that. At least I've got an idea of what's actually out there. I did not expect, a lot of people have come back to me and said, oh, that Stranger Things product didn't sell out. Yeah, I'm sure you thought that was going to sell out. I actually did not think it was going to sell out because it doesn't have the major hits and it doesn't have the autos, the relics that will come in the full set, the full boxes that will come in a few months. The best cards that I've seen anyway are kind of the national promo cards. They've actually got parallels of those. So they've got numbered parallels, which will will probably be pretty cool because I just like the look of those cards in general. So those are kind of the big chase cards. So I'll probably hold some of these blaster style boxes and then I'll rip half. I've got 10 boxes coming. So I'll probably rip half, put it on the channel, see if we can hit some of those hits. And then I'll just keep the rest of them and just see how that goes over time. But the crux of this video is really retail has gone back to the collectors. And actually AAN kind of made a funny statement, AAN Collect on Twitter, basically like, oh, we need to have retail product for the kids, the young people, they need to have access to it. And now the young people have access to it. Nobody's buying it because there's just not enough value in there. A lot of these retail boxes, they don't have autos. A lot of them do. Some of them do have autographs. Some of them do have kind of hits in there, but it's definitely diluted down with the amount of parallels that are out there and so forth. And so again, kind of the crux of the video is if value is number one, then really new product, you really have to pick and choose as to what you want to, take a shot at. But really it's gone back to the collector. It's more of like, hey, if you're looking for 2020, 2021, 2022 product of, Saints cards, team sets you're trying to put together or specific players, one thing it does dilute the rookie classes. So, for a lot of the exciting new rookies that are out there, you've got a lot of product. Now, I wouldn't call it junk wax era type product like 1992 Shaq rookie cards, but if we're making that comparison, you can have the most amazing players in the world that go on to have amazing careers. But if Trevor Lawrence has 1,000 different one-of-ones that are out there among all the different products, it really kind of dilutes down what's special out there, what's sort of special. So again, if it's value that you are chasing, the new product, the new retail product, might not be there, at least for a little bit until they start cutting back on some of these print runs. And we'll just have to see how this ends up going. With Fanatics taking over, is Fanatics going to lean in, to the print runs, or are they going to make some stuff scarce? I'm sure there will be scarce things. Fanatics is not stupid, and they will make sure that there are scarce sets and scarce products and that sort of stuff. But there is going to be a lot of collector-focused type product. And really, I look at a lot of the new Panini product and Topps product as just these are collector type things. If you're looking for, Wander Franco rookie cards, they're available for you on the secondary market very, very inexpensively. And so a great time. Again, the collectors speak up of like, hey, we've been so upset about, prices have gone up on a lot of stuff thanks to the flippers and the resellers and so forth. Well, those days are really kind of over on the retail side. There's not really much flip activity going on. So not really much to complain about there. You can go in and get what you need, no problem whatsoever. And so then it begs the question, maybe for another video, but how many collectors are still in and how many new collectors have we picked up over the last couple of years? Because there's so much focus on the flippers got in and then they got out. But to me, in my opinion, you see card shows are still busy. There is still a lot of interest. There are still a lot of new collectors. And I see it all the time. I have commenters on videos. I get DMs on IG where it's like, hey, I just got back in a month ago. There's a lot of people that are getting back into the hobby still or discovering the hobby for the first time. So again, there is a lot of availability there. If you're just looking to get into the cards, and look, there's a lot of really nice looking cards out there. So a lot of options for collectors on the retail side. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you kind of more of a value person where you're like, oh man, this retail product is just garbage, I'm not interested in it? Or is it kind of like, hey, I'm just looking for the new rookies, I'm looking for the new team sets that I'm trying to build for specific products, so this is working out great for me. It's just a fun rip. Actually, these are more inexpensive rips. Maybe I'm paying $40 a box where 2 years ago I was having to pay $80 on the secondary market to get retail, and now I'm back to $30, $40, maybe $50, which still it's not cheap. This is not an inexpensive hobby, but it's better than it was. Let me know. All right, guys, stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.